What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so look, we're seeing a little bit of dip in the precious metals. There is good reasons for it. Seems like some people have picked up on this new type of spoofing that's going on. Maybe it's new, maybe it's not, but I've never heard of it. Something very interesting that they are doing. We think this is what they're doing to cover their shorts out there. We're going to get into that here in just a second. You know, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, and I hope you are, give considerations to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down in the description. First-time buyers, if you spend more than $100 on precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. Return buyers, spend more than $500 and use promo code SQUEEZE, and you will get $10 back. All right, I'm going to throw this out here because we are looking for a particular type of people. Let's see here. It says on building a new open source kind of censorship resistant media platform. I got a team of people working on this. And so we are looking for some independent people out there that know how to do the following. So I said, heck, I'll mention it to my subscribers. I'm sure there's somebody out there. So technology stack. Okay, so we know it is Django and Wagtail CMS, Minimal.js, Masonry Grid and Drawers, HTML, and CSS. This is geek talk. I don't know what it means. I just know my people say you're going to need people to do this. So here's what you got to do. Censorship resistant media platform. It's tailored design. It's aggregated and published media, your own URL, while leveraging tools such as IPFS and more to be censorship resistant through decentralized. Anyways, if you have any of these types of skills whatsoever, we are looking for you. Send it over here to Pimpy's project at adamtemple.co. So again, just freeze this, pause it. If you guys have these abilities, please let me know. Send over your resume to this email right there, okay? Good deal, Oatmeal. Let's get into this. You guys know I have this alternative YouTube channel. Come on over there and join me. We have a lot of good stuff going on there. Talk about stuff that's not related to investments for a good reason. It's free to join. Come on over there. So what's going on? We see that silver is back down to $25.20. They are driving the price down here. But something very interesting was brought up earlier today. Where are you at? Let me switch this. Did I do this earlier? Okay. Here we are. Very interesting. So earlier today, we've been seeing quite a few of these. They're spoofing now once a day. Now this is illegal. They've been busted before, but they're not stopping it. You can see right here, silver was about somewhere around 26.15 or so. They knocked it all the way down to here. This is a huge drop. 25.46. Huge. Right around noon, it dropped big time. So what they think is going on, and this is pretty slick of them to do so, they realize that people have set up their accounts with special kind of tools. I'm actually going to show you them here in just a second. I'll use this as an example. This is QuickBook Pros. So there is a way to prevent yourself from taking a huge loss whenever you are dealing with stock markets, dealing with cryptocurrencies. You have these different limits. You know what I mean? You have these different stops. Okay? So you have the markets. So what happens is you can set your computer up when you're not around to do certain things. Let me give an example. Let's say that, I don't know, you're a big fan of Bitcoin and you have, a lot of money to play with. So you see that it's dropping down and you say to yourself, look, it's at 50,000. If it drops somewhere around 42,000, you set it up. Okay, buy at 42,000. You know what I mean? I'm just using this as a simplistic example just to make my point. No problem. But you can also do that whenever it goes down. I guess that was a bad example to use it the other way. Let me reword the other one when it comes to buying because I got it backwards, my bad. So just let me fix this. Okay, so let's say you're watching a cryptocurrency and you see that it could be moving pretty good. You tell yourself, I am interested in it, but if it goes up to this dollar amount right here, I think it's going to keep climbing. But I'm not going to be sitting around on my ass all day long. You can actually set up your computer that if you want a particular stock or a particular cryptocurrency, you can tell it, hey, if this cryptocurrency gets to this price, go ahead and buy, $10,000 worth. Okay, and as soon as it hits that price, the computer does it when you're not around. It does it automatically because you set it up that way. But you can also do it when it's losing, when it loses money. So let's say you have a $50,000 bunch of Bitcoins, and at 50,000, you see the market dropping. You don't want to take too big of a loss. So you tell yourself, look, if this sucker drops down to 42,000, sell all my Bitcoin because you don't want to lose no more money. So if it goes from 50,000 down to 42,000, you can tell it to sell it all, sell part, sell 10%, 5%, sell whatever. You can set the system up to do that. Okay. What they think is happening is the people are using these tools, and so these spoofs are happening in the silver market as well as gold, I believe. So what they're doing is they are going after the people who set up their systems this way. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of amateurs out there. There's a lot of pros that have them set up this way. So if you're out and about and you're not on your computer to monitor the prices or whatever, what they could do is they can get you to dump your silver stocks. And how do they do that? They spoof it. So most people say, hey, look, if I have a buy-sell set up like this, let me show you. I just had this sucker in a refresh, most likely what happened. Okay, so this is like what we're talking about. See this? Look at this sucker. So let's say you're sitting up here at 26.13 or whatever, right? You tell yourself, look, if this sucker drops, because especially when it comes to silver, I'm just using this as a simplistic example. You say to yourself, look, if this sucker drops 35 cents, go ahead and sell. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to take a major loss. And so you're out and about doing whatever. There's a lot of people that set their system up this way. They set them up to protect themselves from huge losses in the market. So all of a sudden, it'll spoof. It'll go from this price and drop all the way down this quick. What this does is now it has triggered your computer to do a sell option. They start selling, set up that way automatically. So they sell your silver stock. My guess is since they have access to all the platforms, somebody's telling them what the average percentage loss it takes in order to trigger the sales of all these different silver stocks. Then they go ahead and they spoof it down that far, and then the computer automatically sells all your silver stocks. Do you see what I'm saying? Causing a paper drop in value. So now on the market, you're like, oh, wow, silver dropped down to 25.20. It's not because what happened was the market is once again being manipulated. They have found a new way to do this. Now, this is something that I heard talked about by a couple of different people. Chris Marcus brought it up. I'm pretty sure that's what they're talking about, is that the system is set up to do things automatically for you so that you either don't miss out on a good bull run. You know what I mean? While you're gone, let's say something in value starts really shooting up. You tell yourself, well, I have a feeling this stock or this cryptocurrency is going to go up based on some news I know. If it goes up, 3% or 4%, then go ahead and buy X amount of them. But the ones that I have, if it drops down a certain percentage, sell a percentage of my stocks or sell a percentage of my cryptocurrencies or sell it all. Everybody's set up differently. So I'm thinking what they're doing is, and I think this is how Chris Marcus was explaining this. So what they're doing now is they're spoofing at least once a day. All right? They're not even hiding the manipulation of the market anymore. By doing these particular spoofs in a certain range, it's triggering people's systems to sell, covering shorts for one thing, and also manipulating the value of the price of silver on the spot market. That's pretty slick. See what they're doing? But Trust me when I tell you this, the squeeze is still going on. They're pulling out every stop in the book to try to keep people from going over there and buying physical. So don't fall for it. Just look at it as being on sale, okay? Anyways, I wanted to kind of show you this because this is what they're using. Something that's set up like this. This is where the big dogs, these are pros. You know, here's the amount. Here's the limit. You tell it how to buy. See here? This is the amount I want to buy. This is the limit on my price, however way you want to sell it up. Okay, stop price. Well, if the price, you keep buying, if the price gets up to here, then you want to stop. Okay, you can do the same thing here on sell. See this? You can say stop price. This is how much you want to sell. You know what I mean? Limit price. So you can, pros set themselves up this way. They set themselves up like this. It's a great way to protect your profile from any major losses or missing out on any real gains. Okay, so what they think is happening, like I said, is they are manipulating the markets and getting them to drop to a certain level so that they would trigger those who are set up to buy and sell automatically. You drop them low enough in such a quick enough period of time, what ends up happening is you'll trigger a bunch of sells in the middle of the day. Then all of a sudden the market starts to drop because it looks like everybody's selling off. And they're just selling silver stocks is what they're doing. And what's happening is they're covering their shorts that are out there. That's pretty damn slick. That's what they think is going on. And what the hell is going on with cryptocurrencies? I told you don't want to have what? A bad heart and invest in cryptocurrencies. They go up and down in huge, huge swings. 20%, 25%. These are big. Okay, so you can see over here in the 52-week average, instead of them all being on new highs where they were, they're all starting to go towards the middle. What is this one? Theta? Theta's up there, getting close to a new high. XRP. So yeah, you can see for the most part, this is how cryptocurrencies should be. What I mean by that is all of them should not be going in the same direction. Some should be positive. Some should be going negative. When they all move together, it just tells me that they're being artificially pumped. Again, I don't trust what's going on with cryptocurrencies. Not at the moment. There's too much people out there artificially pumping markets and manipulating markets to keep people from the one thing that matters most and should matter to you most, which is precious metals. All right, you guys? So, yeah, I see that they got gold down below 1,700, and I see that they got silver down to $25, but the premiums are still high. People are paying them and supporting it. Nobody's falling for this bullshit. To us, this is just, hey, more to grab at a cheaper price. Continue doing what you're doing. Try to grab as much physical as possible. Think of cost average. You know, you might have bought some silver when it's a little bit higher than this. Now you have an opportunity to buy it when it's a little bit lower. Add up all your ounces together, what you paid for it before and what you paid for it now as far as cost per ounce. Add them together, divide them by however many times you've done this. It'll give you your cost average, which should be cheaper altogether. Cost average is what you're looking for, okay? So yeah, you guys, I had a few people going, oh man, the markets are going down. I go, yeah, but I don't believe anything I see on silver and gold markets. One of the things, again, that Lynette and Zane talk about, we are in the melt up phase right now. They are just artificially pumping up markets everywhere. It's bullshit. There's no support for it whatsoever. And by doing so, they drive down the price of gold and silver. This happens right before slingshots way up in value. Way up in value. Okay? I think I did this before where I showed you guys something similar happened like this with gold back in the day. Let's get over to it. Max. Full screen. It just shot up like, yeah. Let's take a look at the max. When gold was somewhere around $500, or no, it was around 50, and then shot up super quick. Yeah, it was like 50, then shot up to $550. First it shot up to $250, came back down to $200, then shot up to $550, and it happened all within a short period of time. You can see right now, look at, still, gold continues to be the wise investment. Sure, it came down a little bit, but it just goes right back up. All right? It's still continuing to climb up. This is the cup before it takes off. in the upswing. Yeah, look, the market's getting ready to crash. There's no doubt about it. None whatsoever. Everybody and their mom is talking about it. They can try to artificial pump this sucker up all they want. Right now, it's just, in my opinion, to buy and just keep stacking. Don't stop stacking. Stack, stack, stack. For me, I've already cashed in most all of my cryptocurrencies. Not all of them, because I'm not feeling very confident in what they're doing. And I got people out there going, yeah, but look at cryptocurrency says this year's versus gold has. Yeah, okay, no problem. Some people are smart. Get in, get out. But the vast majority of people don't realize what the hell's supporting it. Nothing, really. It's just a speculation outside of Ethereum that I like. But, you know, again, they're artificially pumping it, trying to keep people from gold and silver. Right now, gold and silver is on sale. They dropped down the prices. They're trying to scare people. Don't fall for it. Just keep buying them, you guys. Trust me. All right. That's it for now. Let me know what you think. Anyways, it's a new type of spoofing. I believe Chris Marcus was talking about it. Somebody said earlier today he was talking about it. And I think I explained it right. I will look for his video when he was talking about it. But that makes sense. This is how they're covering shorts. This is also how they're manipulating the market to go down in value. So very, very slick. Let me know what you think. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I actually do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.